We start this Saturday night blitz with undefeated SHG. The Cyclones meet old CS8 rival Taylorville. Could Taylorville keep their postseason dreams alive? Well, we'll find out. First quarter, they give the ball off to Anthony Danilo, and he had a huge day. This time, he gets a touchdown from 9 yards out. The 7-zip SHG. Later in the first, they give up to Danilo again. This time from 4 yards out. That's another score for him. Cyclones decide to keep it with Danilo, but he stripped the ball from behind. Check it out. And Taylorville's Jimmy Berry would come up with it, but Danilo's number is called again early in the second quarter. From 1 yard out, he had 6 TDs on the day. SHG wins 63-14. They meet Peoria Central next week at Cyclone Stadium. The Class 4A, Rochester continues the march toward their 5th straight title. Today they host Bloomington Central Catholic. We start first quarter, tied at 7. Danny Ziegler decides to go out long. Jeremy Bivens, where you at? He makes the catch. 35-yard hookup for the score. 14-7 Rockets. Third down, Rockets, they give it off. No, they get a nice little sack right there by Eric Yakel. Well done. Second quarter, Ziegler, the screen pass to Evan Semble. He catches it, breaks a few tackles, goes all the way down. Where are the people at? He goes over 50 yards for the score, and he lays right there. He enjoys it. End zone. That's a nice little score right there. Then they decided to give it Semble again. This time he goes 22 yards for the TD. Rochester advances 56-21. Over in Class 3A, it's a rematch of Week 1. Auburn meeting Williamsville. And the last time the Bullets came away with the victory, so could we see deja vu? First quarter, Drew Chance back to pass, but check it out. He's picked off by John Corus, the O-lineman. The Bullets take over the possession. Then the ensuing drive, Luke Blyer from 1 yard out takes the QB keeper in, 7-0 Williamsville. Next trip down, Jace Franklin scores from inside the 5. It's 14-0 Bullets. Auburn looks to get on the scoreboard. Drew Chance looks deep down the field to Drew points. The Drew connection, nice little catch. But Matt Sargent strips the ball and gets the recovery just before the goal line. And what a crazy game. 38-6 the final. SJO meeting Wilmington in the quarterfinals. This was a really hard-fought game. First quarter, Mason South Hall decides to throw it deep, and he's picked off right here by Orion Soyota. The game is still scoreless. Then second quarter, the first play off the Wilmington punt, Connor James breaks a few tackles and runs 30 yards and gets into the red zone. Later, same quarter, Eli Oteen gets it to Cole Berry for the 10-yard TD. PAT good, 7-0 SJO. Then final minute of the half, South Hall finds Alex Zulami for the nice 6 points. This game was decided by 1 point. Wilmington edges past with a victory of 20-19. Let's talk Class 2A ball. Maroa-Forsyth looking to head back to the semifinals, but Athens looks to stop the Trojans. This game would be all one-sided though. First quarter, Jack Hockaday would be back to pass. Fakes the handoff, but the deep ball over to Mark Murr. Mark Herr comes up with the interception. Look at that. Second quarter, Jack Hockaday takes this shotgun snap, runs it in from 2 yards out. It would be 6-0 Trojans. Later in the second, Hockaday back to pass, pump fake, throws it deep to Sam Stocksdale. And he's down right at the 1 yard line. That looked like a TV, but no, he was down. Later, option flick to Chad Hallware for the 1 yard score. 44-6 the final. Maroa-Forsyth is moving on. And Tuscola and Chester squaring off in Class 2A quarterfinals. First quarter, Caleb Williams rolls out and finds Tyler Hale. Touchdown Tuscola. PAT good, and they're first on the board. Later, Dalton Hole gets the ball and decides to run 25 yards and take it all the way to the house. Tuscola would lead at the half 14-zip. Second half, under a minute to play. Wyatt Hurling is picked off by Josh Knight, and that seals it for the Warriors. Tuscola wins 17-14, and they meet Maroa-Forsyth next week.